children. There's a Chinese saying that goes this way: learning is a treasure that accompanies its owner everywhere. And it's so true. Knowledge is something that has so much power. It is the eye of the mind. It is something that has no end. There is no age or time for learning. No person can say that he knows everything. But for that, you need to have an inquisitive mind. Anything you have a doubt about, you try and find the answer. Keep your eyes and ears and all senses alert. How? Why? Who? When? Where? Questions keep flitting in your mind, and you must find answers, whether the subject is nature, art, history, geography, science, sports, the world, the universe, and a lot more. This is general knowledge. Not what you learn in school in your syllabus, but what you find out from reading from other books and magazines, from video and film, from traveling and experiencing things. And once you get interested in knowing more, a wide world opens out before you. So grab it and experience the pleasure and satisfaction you get when you find the answers. I will shoot out questions on a variety of topics, some of which I mentioned earlier, and you can try giving me the right answers. If not, I will provide them for you. So, are we ready?
Yes!
Here we go. The first topic we choose is abbreviation. What does AFC stand for?
Asian Football Confederation.
Right. And what does AIR stand for?
All India Radio.
Good. What does AIDS stand for?
I don't know.
AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. What does NFDC stand for?
National Film Development Corporation.
Correct. And what does MA stand for?
Master of Arts.
Right. What is NRI?
Non-resident Indian.
And what is PTO?
Please turn over.
What does SAARC stand for?
South Asian Association of Regional Corporation.
Cooperation. South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. What does UTI stand for?
Unit Trust of India.
And what does SAIL stand for?
Steel Authority of India Limited.
What does NSD stand for?
National School of Drama.
And what does LTC stand for?
I don't know.
Leave Travel Concession. And Interpol?
I don't know.
International Criminal Police Organization. And ITDC?
India Tourism Development Corporation.
Right. What is LCM?
Lowest Common Multiple.
And what is CCI?
Cricket Club of India.
Good. We all use LPG. What is LPG?
Liquefied petroleum gas.
Good. What does DLit stand for?
Doctor of Literature.
Correct. Now we move on to another subject. Let's have general questions. What is the definition of a metropolitan city?
A city with tall buildings.
A city with a population of over 1 million or 10 lakhs.
Oh.
In a pack of cards, in which king's face can only one eye be seen?
King of Diamonds.
Right. In stock market transactions, what do the words bull and bear signify?
I don't know.
Bull is upward trend in prices and bear is downward trend in prices. What is calligraphy?
The art of good writing with pen or brush.
Good. An idiom goes this way: between you, me and the gatepost. What does it mean?
I don't know.
In strict confidence. Who is a bellboy?
A person engaged in a hotel to run errands and assist guests.
Right. If cricket is neither game nor an insect, what else can it be?
Fair practice or fair play or even a low wooden stool.
Jolly good! What does the idiom a rough diamond mean?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, I'll tell you. A person with a heart of gold but who is lacking in social manners. He's a rough diamond. Which is the most expensive of spices in the world?
Saffron, which is known as kesar in India. It is priced higher than gold.
Now, did you know that, all of you? It's priced higher than gold. Kesar. What does the idiom 40 winks mean?
A quick nap.
Right. How many principal colors are used in multicolored printing?
4. Red, blue, yellow and black.
Right. What is the science of ethnology deal with?
I don't know.
It deals with the characteristics, origins and relationships of different races of men. That is ethnology. If you were facing a rainbow, where would the sun be?
In front of me.
The sun will be behind you. What is a dog fight?
When two dogs fight.
It's an aerial battle between two or more planes at a close range. If you start from scratch, from what do you begin?
Nothing.
Right. What products are produced in an ordnance factory?
Guns and I don't know.
Explosives for military use. What does the word abracadabra mean? I bet nobody knows this. It is a magical word used in the 2nd century as a charm against disease. Abracadabra. Which language is spoken by the greatest number of people in the world?
Mandarin.
Yes. And where is this Mandarin language spoken?
It is official language of China.
Okay. What does the idiom devil's book mean? It means a pack of cards. And what is harakiri?
An honorable form of Japanese suicide.
Right. Which country has the largest army?
China.
Yes, the Republic of China. In how many volumes is the British Constitution written?
32.
20.
None. The British Constitution is unwritten. Which was the first synthetic material?
Rubber.
No, celluloid. What does the Latin word veto mean?
I forbid.
Right. What is origami?
A traditional Japanese art of folding paper from flowers and animal figures, etc.
Yes, you fold paper to make flowers and animal figures. That's origami. What is the difference between an encyclopedia and a cyclopedia?
None.
Yes. And what is the Japanese battle cry?
Banzai.
And what does it mean?
I don't.
It means, may you live 1,000 years. The battle cry Banzai. It says, may you live 1,000 years. Isn't that strange? Who is a white-collared worker?
I don't know.
He's a salaried or professional worker whose job does not involve manual labor. He's a white-collared babu. What language do the people of Brazil speak?
Portuguese.
Yes, that's the official language of Brazil, Portuguese. And from which country have the gypsies originated?
India.
Yes, and then they moved to Czechoslovakia, Romania, Hungary and all over. The origin of gypsies is India. What is the currency of Bangladesh?
Taka.
And what is the currency of Russia?
Rubles.
What's the currency of Kenya?
Shilling.
Shillings. And the currency of South Africa?
Rands.
You seem to know everything, little one. And what is the currency of France?
French francs.
French francs. UK?
Pounds.
Pounds. You seem to know all the currencies of the world. Good. Okay, now we move on. Do guinea pigs come from Guinea?
No, I don't know.
They come from South America. On which island was the dodo found?
Mauritius?
Yes, you're right. Sir Edmund Hillary successfully climbed Mount Everest, but he was famous for one more feat. What is it?
I don't know.
He crossed the Antarctica with Sir Vivian Funch in 1957-58, traveling 3,500 kilometers in the icy continent. Do you know what is a black box?
No.
Well, on aeroplanes, there are two black boxes in which some instruments are kept. They are the digital flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder. They are enclosed in two steel boxes. These steel boxes are made of such insulating material that it can withstand a temperature of 1000 degrees centigrade up to half an hour. And so they are also not affected by shock. These are the black boxes that give information when a plane crashes. And what is Star War?
The movie?
No! Star War is short of Strategic Defense Initiative, a US government plan whose objective is to provide security to American citizens and its allies from the attack of nuclear ballistic missiles of enemy countries. And what is our national emblem?
The Ashoka pillar?
You're just near it. It is the replica of the top part of the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath. It shows 3 lions with open mouths. In the center of the base plate is the Dharma Chakra with a figure of a bull on the right and that of a horse on the left. At the extreme ends of the right and left sides, 2 wheels appear and the words Satyam Eva Jayate, which means truth alone triumphs. This is our national emblem. And can you tell me what are the different national awards?
The Bharat Ratna?
Yes, these are the civilian awards. There are 4 civilian awards. What are they? The Bharat Ratna?
Padma Vibhushan?
Yes.
And Padma Bhushan?
Right. And the last?
Padma Shri.
Correct. Then we have the gallantry awards. They are 6 in number. Would you know?
Ashok Chakra?
No, we begin with the Paramveer Chakra, then the Mahavir Chakra, the Veer Chakra, the Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. Then we also have Distinguished Services Awards, and they are Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal and so on. And what are the awards given in sports?
Arjuna Awards?
Right. What does Good Friday mean?
No idea.
On this day, Jesus Christ was crucified. And on the 3rd day from this day, which is called Easter Sunday, Jesus was resurrected. Can you tell me why does milk spill out when boiled?
When mummy leaves the burner on for too long.
That could be one answer. But there is a scientific answer to this. Unlike water, milk is not a simple substance. It is colloid and it contains many substances in suspended form, mainly protein, sugar and fat. And when the milk is heated slowly, the proteins and fat get separated. Since they are lighter than the milk, they get collected on the surface and form a layer called cream. Now when the milk gets hot, the water part of the milk gets converted into water vapor. And the upper layer of the milk is covered with cream, so the vapor gets trapped under it. And the milk is heated further, the water vapor expands and a thick foam is produced on the top. And finally, the trapped vapor lifts the layer up and in the process, it bursts through and the milk spills over. Which is the biggest museum in the world?
It's somewhere in New York.
Yes. It's the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. It has 19 buildings with 93,000 square meters of floor space. Now, which is the world's tallest statue?
The Statue of Liberty.
Well, everybody thinks so, but it is the statue of Motherland on Mamaya Hill outside Volgograd in the USSR, and its height is 82.35 meters or 270 feet. Which day is celebrated as International Labour Day?
1st May or May Day?
May Day, yes. And in which year was the Nobel Prize instituted and which country awarded it?
I don't know.
It was instituted in 1901 and it was named after Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite. The country awarding this award is Sweden. $7 million were bequeathed by Alfred Nobel for this. Now, what is Interpol?
International Police Organization.
Yes. In which capital is the International Court of Justice situated?
The Hague.
The Hague. And who is a jaywalker?
I don't know.
A jaywalker is a pedestrian who does not observe traffic rules and is careless on the streets. Who founded the Red Cross in 1864?
Henry Durant.
Yes. What does the term ad hoc mean?
For this purpose.
Ad hoc, yes. Which alphabet is used by the Russians?
Cyrillic.
Cyrillic, yes. Now we move on. I'll tell you names of famous characters and you have to tell me who created them. Cleopatra?
William Shakespeare.
Right. David Copperfield?
Charles Dickens.
Don Quixote?
I don't know.
Cervantes? Eliza Doolittle? George Bernard Shaw? Remember My Fair Lady and Eliza Doolittle?
Oh.
The book was written by George Bernard Shaw. Who created Gora?
Rabindranath Tagore.
Right. Who created Kim?
I know this one. Rudyard Kipling.
Yes. And Macbeth?
William Shakespeare.
Yes. Who created Shakuntala?
Kalidasa.
Yes. And what about Perry Mason?
Earl Stanley Gardner.
Who created Surpanakha?
Valmiki.
Yes. And who created Watson?
Arthur Conan
Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle. And what about Zhivago? It became a great motion picture.
Boris Pasternak.
Yes, you're right. And now we move on to questions on geography. Which capital city is said to be the oldest in the world?
Damascus, the capital of Syria. It has been inhabited since the year 2500 BC.
Okay. And which are the two longest rivers in Europe?
Danube and Volga.
Which is the most sparsely populated region in the world?
Naturally, Antarctica.
Yes. What is the name of the lines on a map which connect places having the same height above sea level?
I don't know.
Contour lines. Where in India was the first free trade zone established?
Kandla, Gujarat.
Yes, Kandla in Gujarat. Which place is known as the Island of Cloves?
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. When it is 8 a.m. in Pakistan, what time is it in India?
8:30 a.m.
Yes, we are half an hour behind Pakistan. On which river is Paris situated?
Seine.
Seine. And on which river is New York situated?
No idea.
The Hudson River. What is the 38th parallel? It's a line dividing North Korea from South Korea. The 38th parallel. What is the best quality of coal known as?
Anthracite.
And did you know that it has 98% carbon and very little ash? What is the other name for graphite?
Plumbago or black lead?
Yes. To which galaxy does the Earth belong?
The Milky Way.
The Milky Way. Along which meridian is the international date line?
Along 180 degrees meridian.
Right you are. Why does a hurricane sometimes cause tidal waves?
No idea.
Okay, I'll explain. At the eye of the hurricane, there is a low pressure area. And when the hurricane is very strong, it sucks up the water to a height of 6 meters. And then it moves across the sea towards land. And that causes tidal waves. Where is the Gobi Desert?
Mongolia.
Yes. How much time does a moon take to complete one orbit around the Earth?
27 and 1/3 days.
Yes. And how much of the Earth's surface is covered by water?
About 71%.
71%. Did you imagine such a thing? 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. What is demography?
Some study.
Yes, of course it's a study of population and social statistics such as births, deaths, marriages, etc. Can you tell me who was Atlas?
The titan who carried the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yes. Which is the largest desert?
I guess I don't know the answer.
Sahara Desert. Did you know that 9 million square meters and nearly 1/8 of the world's land surface is used up by the Sahara Desert? Which is the longest river in the world?
The Amazon.
Yes, the Amazon in South America. And it is 6,437 kilometers long. Which is the biggest lake in the world?
Caspian Sea.
Yes, but did you know that the Caspian Sea is 1,225 kilometers long and it covers an area of 3,74,800 square kilometers? That's a big sea which you call the lake, huh? What is meant by high seas?
They are parts of the ocean free for everybody to navigate.
Yes, they are the high seas. No country has a right over that sea area. What is the difference between weather and climate?
Weather records the state of atmosphere day by day, whereas climate relates to the whole season.
Yes, daily weather and seasonal climate. Which is the tallest tribe in the world?
I guess I don't know the answer.
The Tutsi or the Watusi tribe in Central Africa. They have an average height of 6 feet 1 inch. You have to really look up at them. What roughly is the circumference of the Earth?
4,16,000 kilometers.
Right. And what is the English name for Kanyakumari?
Cape Comorin.
Cape Comorin. Yes. What are isobars?
Well, they are lines joining places on the map that have the same atmospheric pressure.
Okay. Which is the highest waterfall in the world?
The Salto Angel Falls in Venezuela, and every drop contains 964 cubic meters of water.
Okay. Which is the lake which the Bakra Dam has impounded?
Gobind Sagar Lake.
Which Australian state is an island?
Tasmania.
Right. In which country did tea originate?
China.
China. Where is the Black Forest?
Africa.
Aha! The Black Forest is in Germany.
Uh-oh.
What is Zambia's main export?
Groundnuts.
Groundnuts. Or peanuts as they call them in America. Where in India is the Sambar Lake?
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. Which city is the farthest north amongst these? New York, Peking, Madrid or Rome?
I think it's Peking.
No, sir. It's Rome. And now we move on to questions on religion. What is the annual Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca and Medina called?
Hajj.
Yes, the Hajj. Who built the golden temple of Amritsar?
The fourth, I don't know.
The fourth Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Ramdas. He founded a village at this place and it was called Guru's Chak. And slowly this village grew into a town called Ramdaspur. The fifth Guru, Sri Arjun Dev, constructed a pool here in 1589. And this pool was called the Pool of Nectar or Amritsar. And so the city came to be called Amritsar. He also built the golden temple here in the center of the pool. And it was completed in 1601. Which is the world's largest mosque still in use today?
The Jama Masjid.
Yes. Did you know that the Jama Masjid area is 9290 square meters and 2 minarets of 33 meters each? What are catacombs?
Underground burial grounds used by early Christians in Rome.
Yes. Home to the famous Swiss Guards bodyguard.
The Pope.
Yes, the Pope at the Vatican. What was Deen Ilahi?
A religion founded by Akbar.
Yes, and what did the religion propagate? It propagated a synthesis of Islam and Hinduism. And now, can you tell me which is the largest temple in the world? No, it's the Angkor Wat or the city temple. It is situated in Khmer in Cambodia. It covers 402 acres of land. It was built to God Vishnu by King Suryavarman in 1113 AD. Which Indian festival is celebrated once in 12 years?
Kumbh Mela, Allahabad.
Yes, at Allahabad. Where is the famous Sun Temple in India?
Konark in Orissa.
Okay. There are 4 Vedas in Hinduism. Which is the oldest Veda?
The Rig Veda.
Yes. Gautama earned the title Buddha when he attained enlightenment. What was the title given to Mahavir when he attained enlightenment? Jinnah. His followers were called Jains, and Jinnah means the one who has conquered. What is the difference between an atheist and an agnostic?
An atheist believes that there is
No God. Yes, an atheist believes that there is no God, and an agnostic believes that there is a God, but there is no proof of it. Now we move on to history. Who was the king of gods in Greek mythology?
Zeus.
Yes. Which part of India was known as Kalinga?
Orissa.
Orissa. Who was the British architect who designed and built New Delhi?
Edward Lutyens.
Sir Edward Lutyens. Where in India are the Ajanta caves?
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. In which town? Aurangabad. Okay. Which is the oldest parliamentary democracy in the world?
Great Britain.
When was the Quit India movement launched?
August 1942.
Right. How many days did the Battle of Mahabharata last?
18 days.
18 days. What was the capital of King Vikramaditya's kingdom?
Ujjain.
Ujjain. Who propounded the doctrine of communism?
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx. You're right. What is the Japanese parliament called?
The Diet.
The Diet. Not when we go on diet. Which was the longest war in history?
The 100 Years' War, and it lasted from 1338 to 1453.
What name was given to the secret police in Hitler's Germany?
The Gestapo.
The Gestapo. Right. And now some questions on sports. What is the length of a cricket pitch?
22 yards or 20.12 meters.
Right. Which English tree will make the best cricket bats in the world?
The pine tree.
The willow tree. In which country did the game of badminton originate?
Australia?
No, in India and Pune in 1860.
Oh God.
Which game is played on grounds called links?
Golf.
Yes, in New Delhi we have the golf links, an area near the golf course. When was the first Olympiad held?
In 776 BC in Greece.
When did the modern Olympics originate?
In Athens.
Okay, which year?
1896.
Yes.
Yes. Which game is associated with the Wembley Stadium in London?
Football.
Football. What is the national sport of Japan?
Judo.
Judo. Which sport requires the largest field?
Polo, about 5 hectares of land.
How many players are there in a volleyball team?
6.
6. Yes. And how many holes are there in a standard sized golf course?
5.
18 holes in a golf course. What is ball used in ice hockey called?
Puck.
Puck. What is a run at maximum speed called?
Sprint.
Yes, you sprint away. Which sport is also known as toxophily?
Cards.
Haha, it's archery. Archery is also known as toxophily. I didn't know this myself, let me tell you. When did the game basketball originate?
1891 in
USA.
USA.
Yes, in USA. When were the first Asian Games held?
1951 in New Delhi.
It
No,
was
no.
1950. Okay.
Oh.
Now we move on to science. What is the study of earthquakes called?
Seismology.
Seismology. Where is the Earth satellite station located in India?
Maharashtra.
Yes, at Arvi in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying objects, and they're also known as flying saucers.
If you get up in the middle of the night and stare into the sky, you might come across one someday.
My God.
What is the common name for an alloy of copper, tin and zinc?
Gunmetal.
Gunmetal. What does ISRO stand for?
Indian Space Research Organization.
What is cryptography?
The science of writing in code language.
Who discovered the law of gravitation?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Sir Isaac Newton. Which is the longest bone in the body?
The femur, and it's the thigh bone.
The femur or the human thigh. Why is the flash of lightning seen before the sound of thunder is heard?
Because light travels faster than sound.
Why do water pipes burst in severe cold?
No idea.
The water turns to ice, which expands in volume, and so it bursts. Which is the heaviest of fluids?
Mercury.
Mercury. Which are the 3 basic colors?
Red, blue and yellow.
Why does silver tarnish?
Due to oxidization.
Right? Can you tell me what is insomnia?
When a person is unable to sleep.
Yes. From which element is a diamond derived?
Carbon.
Carbon. Can you imagine these glittering diamonds are derived from carbon? How many wings do butterflies, moths and bees have?
2.
No, they have 4 wings. And which bird has no wings?
It's the kiwi, and it's found in New Zealand.
It's a wingless flightless bird. What is a baby elephant called?
A calf?
Yes. Which reptile can change its colors?
I know this. A chameleon.
A chameleon.
Yeah.
The lead pencil is a misnomer. What is this so-called lead?
Graphite.
Graphite. How many legs does an ant have?
8.
6 legs. Why is air removed from an electric bulb?
So that the atmospheric oxygen does not oxidize the filament.
Yes. What is brine?
A solution of saturated salt water.
Which is the only mammal that flies?
The bat.
Yes. Fishes are kept in an aquarium. What is kept in a herbarium? Dried or preserved plants are kept in a herbarium. What is a black widow?
A lady whose husband has died.
Yes, it's a spider species where the female eats the male.
Oh God.
Where are the bones, tibia and fibula located?
Leg.
Yes, in the leg. What acid is used in a car battery?
H2SO4 or sulfuric acid.
Good. I'm sure your father doesn't know this. What is the medical term for study of bones known as?
Osteology.
Osteology. What is the normal life circle of a common fly?
10 days.
10 days. Now we move on to literature, art, dance and music. Whom does Shakespeare call the green-eyed monster?
Jealousy.
Who was Picasso?
A famous French painter.
And who painted The Last Supper?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, he was an Italian painter. In which art did Maria Callas achieve fame?
Opera. She was an opera singer.
Opera singer. Which was Mozart's last symphony?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. What is M.S. Subbulakshmi famous for?
Sitar.
She's a famed South Indian vocalist, a winner of the Raman Magsaysay Award for Public Service in 1974. Which famous painter cut off his ear in a fit of anger?
I'll tell you, Vincent van Gogh.
Yes. In which country was the piano invented?
In Italy. In
1709.
yeah.
Which famous vocalist has made the maximum number of recordings in the world?
Lata Mangeshkar.
All of you seem to know it. Lata Mangeshkar, with over 20,000 recordings between 1948 and 1971 alone. My God, she must be singing day in and day out. Which university in the world has the largest building?
The Moscow University. And will you believe it? It's got 40,000 rooms.
My God, and how many students, I wonder. Which was the first cinema film produced in India?
Raja Harishchandra in 1913, and it was a silent film.
Yes.
There's no fun watching a silent film.
Not today, but in those days it was great fun. What kind of a store is an incunabula?
A bookstore that handles old and
Rare books.
yeah.
Incunabula. It's tough to pronounce. What is chirography?
Handwriting from the Greek word kiro, which means hand.
All right. Handwriting. What is cacography?
Bad handwriting or spelling. I know that because even I have a bad handwriting.
Okay. And where do you use the chromatic scale?
No.
In music. It is a scale of 13 notes to the octave. And now, let's find out something about birds and animals. In which formation do a flock of ducks fly?
V formation.
V formation, yes. If you look up into the sky, you find them flying in a V formation. Which fish goes all the way to the Pacific Ocean to lay its eggs?
Eel.
Eel. Which is the largest living animal on land?
The African elephant, over 3 meters high and 6.5 tons of weight.
Which is the heaviest breed of dogs?
Saint Bernard, and it weighs
133 kilos. Which is the largest seabird?
No.
The albatross. It is the largest flying seabird. It has a wingspan of 3.6 meters. And its body is about 1.2 meters long. When were animals first domesticated?
I think in the Stone Age.
Yes, around the Stone Age, when man had to hunt for his own food. And so they started keeping animals to use their milk, eggs, skin and meat. And that was a time when man was able to build a permanent dwelling for himself. Earliest was in Egypt about 3,600 years ago. Does any animal have eyes? 3 eyes.
I don't.
Yes, there's one animal that has 3 eyes, and that is the tuatara. It is a strange lizard-like animal and it has 3 eyes. It's only found on the islets of New Zealand. It originated about 200 million years ago on the earth, but at that time its structure was different from what we see today. Now, which is the most venomous fish in the world?
The stonefish, and it is found in Indo-Pacific oceans.
Did you know that contact with their spines often proved fatal? Which is the slowest living reptile?
The tortoise.
Yes. And how fast does it move?
Around 5 yards per minute.
Yes. What is a marsupial?
An animal that carries its young one in its pouch. Example, kangaroo.
So cute.
Yes, they look lovely, don't they, those little babies? And yes, they look lovely, don't they, those little babies? And talking about kangaroos, the full-grown Australian kangaroo is about 1.5 meters tall. How tall is its baby when it's born?
Around half a meter tall.
It's 2 centimeters when it's born.
You call that tall?
Which animal provides us mohair, angora and Kashmir?
The different species of goat.